Recession talk is growing. Is it a bad time to invest in real estate? All right. I'm going to talk about the 9 ways to beat the recession. Chime in on the chat box. Let me hear your thoughts on it. But here we go. 9 strategies and things to remember to help your investors win in the next recession. Fundamentals are always important. Buying the property the right way. You probably heard that investors make money when they buy, not when they sell the property, and that's especially important when there's economic uncertainty. A great deal at the top of the market cycle will protect your investment if when a market correction happens. A great market correction happens. So what they're saying is, guys, don't make stupid mistakes because you're so anxious to get in, because the market is going to correct you for that stupid mistake. Don't let it happen. If you have to do funky things to get into a deal, you're probably better off not doing that deal. What do I mean by funky things? An interest-only loan on a performing property. You know what happens to an interest-only loan? That interest-only period burns off and now it becomes amortizing. And you better be able to support that at the current cash flow. Because if the market turns, you're not going to get more rent. You're just not going to get more rent. So you've got to don't do things stupid like that. All right. Also, another one is seller financing that is not coterminous with the first loan. In other words, you get a loan for 10 years. Okay, this is beautiful. I love seeing these. You get a 10-year term on a Fannie Mae loan, and you get a 3-year seller financing. Actually, that's a bad example because Fannie Mae is not going to allow you to do seller financing. But if you can't refinance, if you can't pull that money out in 3 years to pay back that seller, you're going to lose the property. And that might not be enough time. Make the second mortgage the same amount of time as the first mortgage. Number 2, having goals and a long-term strategy will help you help you weather multiple recessions and reduce your risk significantly. Focus on the bigger picture. And that's why, you got to, unless it's a value add or repositioning, you really need long-term paper. That's just, it's 5 years is too short. Find yourself a good 7 or 10 year term. That'll help you weather multiple changes over that period of time. In real estate, cash flow is king. A property that cash flows today is likely to cash flow during a recession. Even if on paper the value of your investment properties drops, if they cash flow positively, you'll emerge from the recession a happy investor. Ooh, this guy's singing my song, and this is exactly what I'm talking about. Buy quality properties in high demand areas. I don't believe in recession-proof properties, but good properties in great locations will do better in potential market downturns. I'll tell you something. I had a student, I'm not mentioning any names, but he came out with a deal he wanted to do the other day, and the area was atrocious. Absolutely the worst you could possibly pick. And I said, you are not doing this deal. If you do this deal, I'm out. I don't even want to work on it. That's how bad it was. So that is the thing. You've got to choose your areas wisely. That we own property up in Birmingham, Michigan. All right, Birmingham, Michigan is kind of like a little more of the city area. Bloomfield Hills is more the bucolic rolling hills area. But Birmingham is a high net worth area. And I'll tell you something, folks, that area can withstand recessions like you can't imagine, because most of the top car company executives all live in that area. And the car companies bring money from all over the world, and they come in that area. So that area withstands recessions better than most. I'm telling you right now, I've seen it happen through 2 cycles. That when he says buy quality properties in high demand areas, and I think there are some recession-proof areas just like that. Okay, next one. Always analyze properties, but only buy at prices that make sense. If you can't hang your head in shame, don't. You offer too much. Only make offers that work at your numbers. What's the right price? The one that works for you. Keep healthy cash reserves and don't over leverage yourself. My guys, I'm not kidding you. I just pulled, this is an article on the paper. I've been teaching this for years. This is just sound business practice. You keep cash on hand. When a business is out of cash, it's out of business. Set money aside when you go to do your raise and your sources and uses fund document. When you put that together for your investors, show them that you're keeping $30,000, $50,000 on a rainy day fund, and that will make it short. Because listen, if you don't, do you know how to solve the problem? You got to do a cash call. You got to get on the phone, and this is all written in your operating agreement that you have the right, or it should say this, you have the right to go to all your investors and say, hey, we're going to need more money. And if not everybody kicks in, then the people that don't kick in, their shares can get watered down, if that's what it says in the operating agreement. And that's not what they signed up for. So make sure when you go into this business and when you're setting it all up, you have enough cash on hand to protect everyone's investment, because that's what you're doing, is you're protecting everyone's investment. When it says don't over leverage yourself, guys, 80% LTV might be too much. Maybe 65% might be right. Look at Manish's deal, his big one, 65% LTV. That, man, you can sleep well at night when your biggest investor, the one that can walk in and take everything away from you, only gets, is protected with 65% of the ownership. That is, if you look at the debt coverage ratio on that property, I bet you that DCR is probably knocking on the door of 2.0 with Manish. And if that's the case, that thing is just, he's got nothing to worry about. The DCR is your sleep number. That type of leverage helps you sleep at night. Don't panic and sell at the bottom of the market. Even if prices drop, they'll recover. Economic cycles make property values go up and down. But over time, real estate historically always goes up. It does, because it's they're not making any more land. And boy, with some of the things the government's doing with making it more of a burden for everybody to do business in this business, you want to be in here and not on the other side looking in. Make a recession an opportunity. It may be possible to score a great deal on an investment property. Absolutely. I tell you guys, we got the properties we have left. We have 2 under contract right now. The other ones are all for sale. We're hoarding cash. I'm looking to either, if there's a recession, I'm going to take advantage of it like the last time when I was in it. And I wasn't on the outside looking in. And the other thing too is that if there's such a pent-up demand and it continues this way, I'm building. I'm going to go out and buy land. I'm going to build a nice complex. That's my swan song. So is it a bad time? Is it a bad time to invest in real estate? No, it really isn't. There's always deals to be had anywhere you look.